position in American sports feels the pressure or the weight on their shoulders like a quarterback. Hopes and dreams of an entire fan base of teams ride on whether their signal caller can lead them to glory. And boy, what a matchup of two elite dudes we have in this one. Welcome everyone to the home of the Oregon Ducks, the House of Loud, Autzen Stadium in Eugene. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Ohio State Buckeyes, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Oregon Ducks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Ball is coming out to the 40 after that penalty on the kickoff. Making side adjustments here. Rides to back and leaves it. There he goes. He makes the stop at the 48. That'll be enough for a first down and a pickup of 10. No matter what uniform the Ducks are rocking, they are dressed for success on the ground.
And that's who they are, right? They're dressed for success. They run the football, and then after that, what do? They run it some more, and they run it fast. Every Oregon team always been built on that tempo and ground game.
This offense lining up now at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. Wide receiver going in motion. They'll ride the hot hand. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
Love the push by the offensive line on that RPO play. Look how they just work the single teams and the double teams. You see linemen chipping off of their guys and climbing into the second level and getting a hat on the linebacker. That's why those types of plays are successful.
The Ducks can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Back to pass. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go with the ball.
He was working his way toward that goal line. They'll stop him at the 2 after the big play up top.
Man, what makes this offense so difficult to defend is they've got receivers that have speed and that can separate. On the first drive of the game, they found a soft spot in the middle of the field, and they took advantage.
We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. Back has it. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Ducks!
And they talked about it this week with us. They talked about wanting to start this football game fast. Nothing like taking the opening possession, using your script to your advantage, and then getting closer and exerting your physicality, running the football in, off to a hot start for this offense.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. leaves it with the running back. Few things on offense as reliable as a tough power back as he plows his way ahead to the 33.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
And with this place rocking, the crowd forces a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They'll immediately call timeout.
Timeout, Ohio State.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. To the air, it's St. Clair. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
How can a stadium this size make so much noise? You can't hear yourself think on third down here in Austin. Makes the grab. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
And this guy has been putting up huge video game type stat numbers each and every week. Threw for over 300 yards last week. He's putting up another monster game today. Late in the year when you know Heisman voters are watching, this guy wants to bring the Heisman Trophy home.
The Buckeyes have it with a 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground, off right tackle. What a nice job by the defense to string it out, not give him any kind of alley, and knock him down for a loss.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
And the Buckeyes with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Back to throw, it's St. Clair. Unloads to the wideout. That pass is incomplete. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. blasted as he lets it go.
And on money down defensively, you've got to find ways to affect the quarterback. Nice job by the defense, getting the pressure, getting to him, getting a hit on him, and forcing the incompletion, and now forcing the fourth down.
He'll field the punt and try to make something happen. He's able to pick his way for just a bit, but he'll be stopped at the 18. Good job by the punt team. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Looking to throw on first down. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Oh, look out! The tag! And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Oregon!
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defense all year long.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Hey, Phyllis, here's a final update on a clash between top 15 teams. Miami opened up a can, and how many times can you say you went into someone else's building and beat them by double digits? It's what happened today, and the rest of college football should take notice. No cupcakes this week, fellas. This top 15 battle was much anticipated, and at least one side can say it's a game they'll savor for some time.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. The give on the option. Breaks into the open. He flips his field in an instant, and he's got him set up at the 20.
And option football is so hard to defend. It basically becomes assignment football. It's almost like basketball where you say, I got him, you got him. Defensive ends a lot of times have to play the quarterback. And once the quarterback pitches it, a lot of times it's the alley defender next who has to come up and make those plays. Those options really stress defenses.
Might as well give it to him again. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And how about the timing of the linebacker on the blitz to get in the backfield and get the tackle for a loss?
Is there anything better for a linebacker than to run on a blitz and nobody's home except the back?
Such a great feeling when the Moses parts the Red Sea and the hole opens up and you go fill it.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking for room. It's Rodgers. And they pick up just one. It'll be 3rd and 9.
Let's see if this offense can answer the bell. Their coaches challenged them all week long. When they got down to the red zone, we've got to be able to run the football because we're going up against a top 10 rushing defense. Let's see if they can step up here and get it done.
The power of Autzen Stadium on full display. The house of loud is deafening on this 3rd down. They wrestle him down at the 16-yard line. A 3rd down stop. Now to see what they do on 4th down.
Quarterbacks generally, guys, we know, they're not as big and not as physical runners as running backs. So it is going to be trickier for them to break tackles. I like the idea of getting the design quarterback run game going. But moving forward, let's see if we can get him out to the perimeter.
The Buckeyes will try to convert on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Drop the football and they'll turn it over on downs. And they are stopped on 4th down. That decision will be questioned. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. They'll move the wide receiver. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. Pulls and fires complete. And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this first quarter. That's the end of the period, and Oregon has the lead. Man, that was an impressive and dominant first quarter. Let's take a look at the stats before we move on. Big turning point as we head into the second and get this game rolling again. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. Might be changing the route. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Behind the chains now on second and long. They'll send the back in motion. Back to pass on second down. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Intercepted, and now he's up to 14. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His third interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. There have been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last couple of drives. Oh, he's got some space. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
This guy's in the Heisman picture because his stats are just ridiculous, and he threw for over 300 yards last game out. He's putting up another monster game here today, guys.
And this set of downs gets started from the 33, first and 10. Wants to throw. It's St. Clair. Looking for the end zone. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
And drops hurt as it is. But when you drop it and you know you just missed out on a touchdown, those really sting. And those concentration drops, man, it makes the quarterback hesitate whether he wants to throw the football again. That is a big missed opportunity.
Backed up now. Here's second and long. The pull and throw off the RPO. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. How can a stadium this size make so much noise? You can't hear yourself think on third down here in Austin. Pocket breaking down. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're fourth and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
It's on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a 1st down. And what a throw to get it in there, and they've got it in business in the red zone at the 13. And the Buckeyes are moving quickly down the field. Caught in the backfield, it's Roberts. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Takes the handoff. It's Rodgers. And he is snuffed out, greeted by a host of defenders.
And listen, it's tough. It's a tough proposition. This is the top 10 defense against the run. You know they're physical. You know who they are. But you're not going to bat an eye. And you're going to challenge your guys, especially in the red zone, to be more physical, to be able to continue to run the football against a really good defense.
Third down play in the red zone, and this crowd is at fever pitch. Looking to throw at St. Clair. Bringing the heat. And they'll miss the connection here on 3rd down.
Once you start to get down here towards the goal line, it's so much more difficult to throw the football. You really want to stretch the defense sideline to sideline and use your speed and take advantage of the grass when you see it. They try to take a little bit of a shot down the field unsuccessfully. Nice job by this defense.
So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Can't make the connection, and the defense gets a 4th down stop.
And they decide to go for it. They decide to be aggressive, try to throw the football down the field. Receiver, quarterback, not on the same page. No dice, turnover on downs.
And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. The last drive ended with an interception, and they can't afford to have that happen again. To the air on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. Grabbed in the middle. It's Singleton. And what a huge chunk play for this offense. Just exactly what you need to move the ball down the field.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. You just got to get him to the ground quickly.
And that one is why offenses are hungry for big, big plays. They've got it 1st and 10, threatening inside the 30. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, started.
The Ducks have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Wide receiver comes in motion. Wants to go up top. Throws to the back. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. He'll try to take it back. Touchdown, Buckeyes! And they turn it into a defensive score. It is one thing to come up with the interception. No, don't stop there. Turn it into a score.
Make a big play and don't be content. That's right. Go out and make an even bigger play, and he does it. He makes the pick and then takes it all the way back to the house. Looked like a wide receiver, for goodness sakes. Turning on the jets, making the big play.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
A lot of interest in this CUSA showdown today, so let's catch you up to speed on things. Illinois has been blitzed from the opening kick, and as you can see, the score right now is a lot to a little. Let's see how this coach tries to explain this. They're trailing by 14 to Sam Houston. Two fan bases with very different emotions in CUSA as we send it back to you.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. The sure hands, it's Davison. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. He's got it on the right. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the first down.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. He'll pull it down. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44.
Well, I think you're starting to see some examples of why this guy is inexperienced in a freshman quarterback, right? Obviously, he's thrown a couple picks earlier in the game. That scramble right there, he's got to get down. He's got to take care of himself and slide. Great job, nice athleticism, good decision to take off scrambling and help his offense, but you really are seeing his inexperience shine through here in this game.
Gets the back moving. Wants to go up top on first down. And he throws another interception, his third one of the night. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Well, how about that? I mean, they knew this defense was good defending the pass, but that had more to do with who's in the secondary, not necessarily who's up front. David, his best Pollock impersonation, picking that one off.
Yeah, baby, you don't get many opportunities to drop in coverage. You don't get many balls thrown your way, but when you do, you want to make sure you take advantage, showing off the athletic ability, showing the hands. The big defensive lineman comes up with the INT.
Looking for space, it's Rodgers. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
Looking downfield, it's St. Clair. He'll take a shot. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
That play had 6 written all over it, but he drops it in the end zone. Bad break for the offense.
The power of Autzen Stadium on full display. The House of Loud is deafening on this third down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Nice job by this offense converting the third down. Listen, third and short, they know you're going to run the football, and they still did a great job being physical. Third downs has been such a struggle for this offense. Bottom 50, one of the worst in college football. Nice job on that play.
The Buckeyes will line it up on 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. Deep shot for the end zone. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Using his feet. And he's brought down after a nice gain. They'll rush to the line. Clock stopped for the 1st down. They'll set the chains and wind the clock. Dropping back, it's St. Clair. He wants it all. And he can't quite make the connection as he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity.
Perfect timing. Got there right when the ball got there. Didn't get there a little bit early. Saving the touchdown. Nice timing by that defender.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. Oh, and he got drilled as he just got rid of the football.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the 1st half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the 2nd half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
The crowd getting behind this defense as they try to get a stop in the red zone. Got it looking for the 1st down. They wrestle him down at the 16-yard line. A 3rd down stop. Now to see what they do on 4th down. They'll play it safe and send out the field goal unit. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. The field goal is no good, and they couldn't cut into the lead. It's still a 7-point game.
Hey, sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Final seconds of the 1st half. Let's see if they can pull off a little magic. Out of the gun, the running back has it. May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets them out to the 25-yard line. 1st half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. He'll put total leather and get this 2nd half started. From inside his own 15, looking for room. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Tight game as we started the third quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the second half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and get your defense ready to come on out, get a stop, and change the complexity of this game.
Buckeyes with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Here's the handoff. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Completion to the right. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3.
Game set. Brings up 2nd down.
Fires to the tight end. Turning it on. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
Defenses have their hands full with him. They just give up a big pass there for a first down, but it's not just the arm you got to worry about, it's his legs too. This guy's top 10 in the nation, total touchdowns scored, and that's why he's in the discussion for the Heisman Trophy.
And the Buckeyes have their offense in high gear. Quarterback on the keeper. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
The Buckeyes now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Back to pass, it's St. Clair. Throws to the wideout. Working that left side. And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22. And you know the line they kick around at Ohio State, Woody Hayes, forward pass, 2 of the 3 things that can happen are bad. Woody had dudes like this, he'd be spinning that magic bean all over this place.
You ain't lying. My, how times have changed. Now it is pass, pass, pass. Find explosive playmakers like this on the outside. Get them the football.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Roberts. They'll get it down to the... yard line on that. completion.
If you're going to be a quarterback in the Heisman race, you've got to win games and you got to put up big numbers, and that's exactly what this guy has done all season long. Top 10 in the nation in passing yardage, and he's the biggest reason why they've been winning.
The Buckeyes back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Looking to throw on first down. It's complete to the left. Touchdown, Ohio State. A great catch and run for 6. These two guys, they just shared a glance, and they knew exactly what to do, David.
And how many times do we hear that? The quarterback talk about him after the game and go, hey, I just looked at him. He knew what I saw. I knew what he saw. We're on the same page. We've done this before. That chemistry equals big plays.
Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And after that extra point, we have a tie ball game in the third quarter. He marched 78 yards down the field. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Rides the back on the option. The give. Surges across the 30. Out to the 32. A 6-yard run.
You just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career. Just haven't been able to get him going early in this game. That was a pretty good run there. Let's see if he can turn it on here in the second half.
Caught behind the line. It's Singleton. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. In the gun, looking to throw on third down. On target to the left. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line.
Well, this guy's having a day. It doesn't matter where he's lined up or what routes he's running. He just seems to always be getting open, and his quarterback is taking notice. He's looking his way. Nice job there, throwing in time, getting it to him in space and allowing him to go to work. This is turning into a very nice statistical day for this wide receiver.
And the Ducks getting set on 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. Snagged in the middle. It's Singleton.
Wow, the quarterback knew he had to get that one to his receiver quickly on the in route. Did you see the velocity on that throw?
The Ducks can really attack on this 2nd and short. Wants to adjust the pattern. Motion from the wideout. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Unleashes one. Got a man in the middle. And they make the tackle, not before he gets the first down. Now let's see if they rush to the line or let the time run out here in the third. What a ride. It's been through the first 3 quarters of this game. We are all tied up. Let's check out some stats. This is when winning plays are made, and we start right now in the 4th. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here.
Here we go. Set.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Oregon.
The Ducks look to keep this drive humming. They'll go to the air. Quick screen to the speedster out wide. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there.
And this offense shows they will be aggressive. On first and goal, they get the completion. Listen, games come down to executing in the red zone. This is a big spot.
We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Direct snap. Touchdown, Ducks! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the fourth. That trip to the end zone is 25th career touchdown.
Man, he's been productive, just has a nose for the end zone. This dude's made big play after big play for his offenses, and that's 25 touchdowns, Palmer, on the ground for the big fella.
Pretty impressive, too, when you consider when you get close to that end zone, the defense is expecting run or loading the box. Still, this guy's been able to find his way in. 25, it's a nice number.
From inside the 15, here comes the return. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. To the air, it's St. Clair. Not quite in rhythm there, incomplete.
Well, we've got a close game here at the start of the fourth quarter, right? This team obviously is down, but they're not playing it close to the vest. Being aggressive, first play of the drive, trying to throw it down the field. They're going to have to complete some of these if they're going to get this comeback win in this game.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. D showing blitz, they might be bluffing. Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Line getting set on second down. Looking to fire. Working that left side now. Makes the stop at the 30, but a big 15-yard pickup gets him out of trouble.
And man, this guy's shown you the whole gamut, the whole arsenal. Like, he can run, he can throw, he can handle the moment, he can handle pressure. I'm interested to see how he finishes this season. He's already in the top 10 in total touchdowns, rushing and passing. Had a phenomenal year. Now is the time late in the season when you can go win those individual awards.
Looking to throw on first down. Time to take a shot. Catch inside the 25. What a play to get it inside the red zone, and they are set up at the 17.
And an early completion for this dude, but you'll see a lot of that. I mean, he's been unreal this season. Like, spreading the football around, multiple guys. Every game you look up, he's putting up huge numbers. This offense is built around his ability to throw the football, and that's why he's one of the best in all of college football.
Grab behind the line. It's Bell. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
The thing I like about this slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route running. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry together.
a second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Leaves it with the back. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild.
I think one of the keys to this defense's success all season has been how good they've been stopping the run. They are a top 10 unit when it comes to rushing defense, and it's helped them out this year down in the red zone.
And he throws down the gut of the defense. It's incomplete.
Interesting call here for the head coach, too, because you need a touchdown. Now, it's 4th and long. You could kick the field goal and cut into the lead, but depends on how much you trust your defense right now. They may go for this one.
Down a possession here in the 4th, and they'll need to convert on this 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He snares it in the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes!
I'm going to spread you sideline to sideline with all my speed, make you cover the whole field. Nice job by the offense, going with a little spread look, taking advantage of the speed they had on the field, and getting the big touchdown.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the American. Tulsa is in front. They've answered the bell today, but they still have to finish the job, and that is no sure thing right now. They're up by 5 over East Carolina. Ought to be fun, fellas, to see how things play out in this notable matchup in the American.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
And it was a nice job in play calling, too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
And the Ducks with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Caught in the backfield. It's Davison. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you throw into running backs, you got to make it easy. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. To the air on first down. Makes the grab. It's Davison. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
Whistle blows, clock stops, and there are 2 minutes left to play in this one. Got some of the work done on first. Now let's see what they have on 2nd down. Motion from the wide receiver. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
The name of the game right now is getting yards and getting them in chunks. However you want to do that. I'm fine running the football, but you've got to be more productive than what we've seen on these last two plays.
The Ducks come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Takes it from the gun on 3rd down. Makes the grab on the left. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. And on that 3rd and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it's a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this 3rd down. Get the conversion. Move the sticks.
The Ducks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Might be calling a hot route. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Finds his man. It's Davison. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the 1st down, but a good gain on that play. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. Looking up top, and time is of the essence. But that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
And this offense has been a struggle bus. I mean, just call it like it is, guys. It hasn't been good, especially the passing game. And I'll tell you what, QB's played better games before. And I'm interested to watch. Can he stay positive? Can he finish this game off on a good note?
They need to get a little closer for a field goal try, and they've got to do it in a hurry. He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short. Catch in the middle, it's Perry. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains, it's 1st down at the 27.
And they've trusted their QB to throw the football. And he's going to have to make plays. He's made plays throughout the day. This is now when you come up clutch in a big moment when your team needs it. If that's any indication, I like what I'm seeing.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Timeout called by the offense. We have 18 seconds left.
Well, that's nice by the running back there, showing you his experience and his self-control, because a lot of guys would have tried to bounce that football to the outside, but he understands the assignment. We're in the middle of the field. We need to stay in the middle of the field to give our kicker the best field position and angle possible to go and kick this game-winning field goal.
And the Ducks pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. They'll give it to him again. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks.
Well, and they're running the football over to the right-hand side, and obviously that's where the kicker wants this thing. He told his head coach, get me on the right hash. I can draw this thing on the kick. It's the angle I want to go and win this game.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues. Timeout is called by the defense, and 12 seconds remain in the football game. They'll turn to the Wildcat to keep this drive alive. Snap to the back. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. They'll call timeout with 9 seconds left on the clock. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. Right down the boulevard, it's good. Celebration is wild on the sidelines as they've taken the lead in the final seconds. That late clutch field goal puts them on top. They can almost taste victory if they can keep them from scoring to tie or win the game. From inside his own 15, trying to follow his blockers. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Looking to throw, it's St. Clair. The sure hands, it's Gibson. And that will be the final play as the clock strikes 0 here. Guys, that one was a ton of fun to call, and the players, a lot of games sort of wash away in the memory bank. Not that one. That will be an indelible mark in their memory.
I agree, Reese. I think back to my career at Florida, and just the games that stand out the most were always the ones that went down to the wire, whether we lost or whether we won. For this team, this is going to be a good memory moving forward, David, because of how well they played late.
Did you lose more of those or win more of those? I'm just asking for a friend. Tennessee, what happened? Hey, yeah, it's big-time clutch, right? These are the ones that define your seasons, define your careers, and the ones you never forget, those heartbreakers that come down to the last play.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.